Some key matchups that you think will determine this game, Vikings-Browns.
I really think the run game versus their defensive front. I think they've got a good defensive front. They've got some good linebackers back there. And, I've said it a million times. Everybody says it. A quarterback's best friend, especially a rookie quarterback's best friend, is going to be the run game. So what can they do to take the pressure off of him? And can, Harold Fannin and those guys make a difference from the tight end room because they've been tight ends have been, I think, better performing than the wide receivers. And on the other side, Christian Darrisaw, the left tackle who's just coming back from injury, he's looking like he's got to go up against Myles Garrett. If Myles Garrett can grab a lot of extra attention, because Darrisaw is one of those guys that one of the few guys that I think one-on-one can win some reps consistently against Myles, because I just think he's a very good left tackle. So if Myles can make things troublesome for him and they have to start pulling extra, attention over there on an already banged up offensive line, all of a sudden Malik Collins is going to be in Carson Wentz's lap all day. Isaiah McGuire, Alex Wright, these guys are playing really well up front. So Myles just doesn't even have to produce. He just has to make sure that he doesn't let one of the better left tackles, slow him down one-on-one and force those double teams to keep coming. Because then at that point, you're in Carson Wentz's head, and you're looking at getting some turnovers.
All right, before I let you go, X factors. Who do you think makes the difference in this one?
I will stay with Dillon Gabriel in this, in the sense that if Dillon Gabriel, I've talked about the other things that they need to go right, Jerry Jeudy, the tight ends, the running game. I think all of those things are really important, but they've had those other things. So they've had great pass rushes, great defenses. So can Dillon Gabriel raise the floor of this quarterback? If he is able to, and he can get this offense to be, I said in a text to a buddy of mine last week, I'm like, I just think they need to be moderately good sometimes and they can win some games. Like if he can get himself up there, like where you're talking about like top 22 quarterback play, top 20 quarterback play, where he can be a true game manager and facilitator and the pressure doesn't force him to make some really bad decisions, and he's not just back there running for his life. He's productively using his mobility. I think that they will be able to put on enough points because I think this defense can hold the Vikings down pretty well.
Yeah, the guy that it surprises me, David Njoku hasn't made the type of impact through the first 4 games that I thought he would.
Yeah, and that's a good point. He would, and you say it like that, it's like, well, actually, yeah, that could be another X factor just solely because um, I talked about the screen game and trying to slow some things down, being able to get to him and him create after the catch. Because you remember that magical run with Flacco, a lot of it had to do with David Njoku being able to create after the catch. He had so many yards after the catch, and this year he's just kind of looked kind of slow to me, slower, hasn't looked quite as explosive and athletic. And his blocking hasn't been where I want it. So if he can kind of raise the level of blocking, he can help one of these tackles. But also, anytime you can find when you're a rookie quarterback, being able to complete short, a pass that goes 5 yards and that guy creates 8 yards after the catch, that's going to give you some confidence, going to make your job a lot easier. David Njoku is the kind of guy that's capable of doing that.